Welcome back to the Minecraft podcast. In today's episode, we're going to explore some of the most interesting parts of Minecraft that often get overlooked. From the history of certain features to the way the game quietly teaches players how to think, plan, and experiment. Minecraft may look simple on the surface, but the deeper you go, the more you realize that almost every part of it has a purpose. One of the most fascinating things about Minecraft is how much it has changed over time. While still keeping the same core identity, the game began as a much smaller experience, with fewer blocks, fewer mobs, and far less complexity. But even back then, the foundation was already there. You could still explore, mine, build, and survive. That basic loop was strong enough to carry the game forward as everything around it expanded. That is part of why Minecraft has lasted so long. It never needed to become something else to stay interesting. It just kept growing. A big reason the game works so well is that it encourages creativity without forcing it. Some games tell you exactly what to do. Minecraft gives you a world and asks you to make your own story inside it. That freedom is one of its greatest strengths. But it also means every player ends up with a different kind of relationship to the game. For one person, Minecraft is about building huge structures. For another, it is about survival challenges. For someone else, it is about redstone, farms, or just relaxing after a long day. The same game can feel completely different depending on who is playing. That flexibility also explains why Minecraft has inspired so many communities and playstyles. Some players are builders. Some are explorers. Some are technical players who love efficiency and automation. Some are role players. Some are speedrunners. Some just like to wander around and collect resources. Minecraft does not try to separate those styles. It supports all of them. That is a huge part of why it has become more than a game and turned into a platform for creativity. If you look closely, you can see that many Minecraft mechanics are built around gentle teaching. The game often shows you what is possible before it ever explains it clearly. You may notice a villager job block and eventually figure out how professions work. You may see that certain blocks break faster with specific tools and slowly start to connect the pattern. You may find out that different biomes contain different resources and begin to adapt your building and travel plans accordingly. Minecraft is constantly teaching through experience rather than instructions. That style of design is one reason the game feels so rewarding to learn. When you discover something on your own, it feels memorable. You are not just following a tutorial. You are understanding the world. That feeling is especially strong in survival mode, where every decision matters a little bit more. Do you settle near a village? Do you go underground right away? Do you build small and safe? Or do you start planning for something much bigger? Minecraft gives those decisions. Wait without making them stressful. Villages are a perfect example of how the game turns simple features into useful systems. At first, a village might just seem like a group of houses and a few villagers walking around. But once you understand trading workstation blocks and how villages can support your progress, they become much more important. A good village can give you access to food, tools, armor, enchanted books, and valuable resources that would otherwise take much longer to gather. What looks like a quiet settlement can become the center of an entire survival world. The same principle applies to farms. Farming in Minecraft is not just about growing crops. It is about creating reliable systems that save time and support long-term survival. Food farms, mob farms, iron farms, sugarcane farms, bamboo farms, and villager-based setups all show how the game rewards planning. Once you understand the rules, you can make the world work for you. That is one of the most satisfying parts of the game. You are not just collecting resources. You are building systems that keep paying off. Redstone takes that idea even further. It turns Minecraft into a kind of engineering sandbox. A simple lever can power a hidden door. A piston can move part of a build. A repeater can control timing. A comparator can detect changes. One piece at a time, players learn how to combine these parts into much larger machines. That is why redstone has such a loyal following. It is logical, but it still leaves room for invention. It is strict in its rules, but open in its possibilities, and unlike a lot of games, Minecraft lets technical players and casual players share the same world. Someone can spend hours designing a massive, automatic farm, while another person nearby is decorating a house or exploring a cave. That mixture of playstyles is rare. It means Minecraft is not locked into one audience. It can be as simple or as complicated as the player wants it to be. Exploration is another major reason the game stays fresh. The world always feels like it is hiding something. A new biome can appear just over the horizon. A cave opening can lead to a huge underground chamber. A ruined structure can suddenly interrupt a landscape and create a story of its own. Even when you know the basics of world generation, there is still a sense that the world might surprise you. That is one of Minecraft's quiet strengths. It keeps encouraging curiosity. Structures play a big role in that feeling. Villages, temples, shipwrecks, outposts, ancient ruins, and other generated locations give the world a sense of history. They make it feel like Minecraft is not empty, even though it is procedurally generated. You are not the first one to exist there in spirit. The world seems to have traces of activity, old decisions, and hidden loot waiting to be discovered. That adds atmosphere and keeps exploration exciting. Biomes also contribute to that variety in a major way. Each one changes not only the look of the world, but the way you experience it. A warm ocean feels different from a frozen one. A dense jungle feels different from an open plain. A mountain range feels different from a swamp. The terrain changes your route, your building choices, and even your mood while playing. That is why biome diversity matters so much. It gives the world texture and personality. One thing Minecraft does especially well is reward patience. If you spend time learning the game, you start noticing patterns everywhere. You learn how resource gathering can be optimized. You learn how to move efficiently. You learn how to survive dangerous situations. You learn which choices save time later. The game does not rush you into mastery. It lets you build it slowly. That makes progress feel earned instead of handed to you. Sound and music continue to be a huge part of that atmosphere. Minecraft does not overwhelm you with constant noise. Instead, it uses quiet moments very effectively. A cave can feel tense because of a single sound cue. A build can feel peaceful because of a soft track in the background. A long survival session can feel almost reflective because of the way the game lets silence and sound work together. That subtle approach is part of why the game feels so memorable. Even when Minecraft gets playful or strange, it usually stays grounded in its own logic. That is part of its charm. The game can be funny, surprising, cozy, tense, or technical without losing its identity. A simple mob can become useful in ways you never expected. A basic item can become essential to your strategy. A small change in terrain can alter your entire plan. Nothing in Minecraft feels wasted, because almost everything has some use or meaning if you understand it well enough. That same idea extends to progression. The game constantly nudges you forward without forcing you down one exact road. You start with wood tools, then stone, then iron, then better equipment, then enchantments, then long-term builds, then automation, then specialized projects. But the order is flexible. You can focus on one path for a long time, or jump between several. Minecraft gives you enough structure to stay motivated and enough freedom to stay creative. That balance is probably the most important thing about the game. It never fully tells you who to be, what to build, or how to play. It just gives you the world and lets your choices do the rest. That is why so many players stay attached to it for years. It is not only a game you complete. It is a game you return to, reshape, and experience differently each time. So for episode 3, the main idea is simple. Minecraft remains special because it keeps turning ordinary mechanics into meaningful experiences. Villages become tools. Farms become strategy. Redstone becomes invention. Biomes become atmosphere. Exploration becomes memory. And all of it comes together to create a game that still feels alive, no matter how many times you come back to it. That is what makes craft worth talking about again and again. It is a world that keeps rewarding attention, patience, and creativity. And that is exactly why there is always another episode waiting to be made.